Today I've got a charity shop haul, and I didn't do this all on one visit. It was a few visits actually. I'm going to do the slightly largest item first. I've actually put footage in a previous charity shop one about this, and it's this shelf one. I got this for £2. My son decided no, he didn't want it. I got it on the pretense that if he didn't want it, I'd have a couple of places in my home to put it up, and I have. I might put it in the lounge, I'm not sure yet. So it's quite large, and I thought, well, nice maybe trailing plant coming down and a couple of knickknacks on that one. As I said, that would go in quite a lot of different places, and I got that for £2, believe it or not. They hadn't even put it out, and I said, oh, how much would that be? And she said, well, you can have it for £2, because I must admit I had quite a few items at the time. As you know, I shared that mirror that's in my son's home now. The lampshade's all gone, including the grey one. I have got a large, sort of very heavy standard lamp that's in my craft room at the moment, and I'll share that hopefully if I remember when I do my sort of craft room tour on that one. And I paid, I think that was £10 for that item, but it is a really solid piece of furniture or lighting. So I bought it because I was hoping to keep it, but I did say to my son again, but we'd already bought him one from IKEA, so he didn't really need another one. And he said, no, it's okay, Mum, if you want to keep it, keep it. I thought, yeah, because it will go nice with my craft room. Right, these were all box store. I got two of them the same. The other one is here, and I paid £5 each for those. I don't know if it was a good price or not. I think it was. They've been getting a lot of merchandise. Obviously, it's been donated from companies. It just says Space Keeper on it, and the bits came in sort of, the rods came well packaged like this, and the little two shelves were in cellophane. And this is what it is. I think I'm keeping one. I'm possibly keeping one up as a gift, and I paid £5. I think these are really nice. I bought this actually because it's the acrylic and the gold, and I thought that would go nice in my craft room to put all my little jars in there. And it's come with a handle. So it was very easy to put together. Everything slots together, and that was £5. I'm sure it was more than that, probably wherever it came from. But I've got two of these. I don't think I'm going to need both of them, but I've got a spare one anyway, and I'll see when I finish my craft space and everything. I've tried not to buy more storage, but I thought this is nice to sort of keep out. Maybe have, I had some jars that got coloured lids, but I might disperse with those and just have them glass with sort of either silver or gold lids. That makes sense, rather than have all the different colours. But I thought that was really good for £5. Got the two little handles there and the rods there, so I'm really pleased with that. And so I've got two of those. They were £5 each. Now, while I was there, they sometimes, when they get a lot of merchandise, I've said this before, especially this charity shop, they do actually reduce their pricing, and they have mini sales. So I got a few items. Yeah, these were all on this next segment. Actually, it was all off the markdown for 50p each shelving. So I got a few items. Some items are going straight out, so even though stuff's going out my home, I'm trying to be realistic what I bring in. In fact, I've done more shopping probably in the charity shop than I have anywhere else, just because I'm looking out for certain pieces. Like the first one, it's something that I'm trying to be more, you know, do more baking and everything, but some of these things can cost a lot of money. So I've got this. This is actually brand new, and it's one of those pie dishes. The original price on this one was £2, and like I said, it comes out, and I paid 50p. I thought that wasn't too bad actually, on the pretense that I'm supposed to be hopefully doing more baking. Also, this one was reduced. Now I love this. I was thinking about giving it to someone else, but I thought it reminds me of spring. This was originally £2.50 and I paid 50p for it. It's this. I used to love these sort of things, and it seems still got sort of the ticket on there now. But I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Just remind me of spring. If I can find the right spot for it in my home, she says, then I possibly would keep it. It's a shame, I'm not going to try and force it, but it's a shame actually that is actually fixed to the base. If that hadn't been the case, I could have put that anywhere. I had thought about using it for spring and maybe putting some foliage around the base, but there you go. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, but I thought that was really nice. I used to love these sort of china things. I used to have quite a few myself actually, but I thought that just reminded me of spring. Don't know, it just says the Leonardo collection, as you know. I don't know what the name of it is, but I thought that was really nice, and I got that for 50p. This one might be given to my granddaughter. This was originally £5 and it was reduced down to 50p. I'm sorting out what used to be my white desk and putting pieces that I know that she can touch and things on there, so when she comes to stop, she's got her own desk and everything. So it's one of those like makeup cases, but I think you can use it for stationery or anything, and it goes out like so. So I think that is really good. And for 50p, I mean, failing that, it can always go back to the charity shop. I don't mind. I mean, I look at it this way. I've made a sort of a donation at the same time as possibly coming back with something also that's useful. But she loves anything like this. I thought more than, because I gave her jewelry boxes before and makeup bags, and I gave her one Christmas makeup box that sort of split up. I thought she could have even in here maybe even little bits of stationery and everything. I don't know yet, but I've got of this anyway, and I thought for 50p I thought that was really good. Nothing wrong with it. And I think what it is, with the stock, if it's been in the store for a while, they do start reducing the items if they haven't been able to sell it. So I thought that would be lovely for my granddaughter for 50p. Yeah, me and my 50p. I've got 4 of these. I was only going to buy one, but I thought, well, yeah, 50p. So I got the whole 4. They're all the same, and it's the Riverbank Revels, and like I said, I got them 50p. These paper pads. I've actually used something like this at my craft group before, but not myself, because I recognise some of the papers, like this like chick one. So I thought that's really nice. And like I said, I've got 4 of those. Right, and this one, you might think, oh, it's a bit on the expensive side, but the lady at the Bernardo's does do these. I think the stickers might have come from Temu. I don't know about the cut, because I've seen these stickers before. I did pay £4 for it, and it's got the cup instructions. I'm going to try not keep it myself. I had thought about it. Might keep it my sons, I don't know, or I might use it as an Easter present. It paid £4. It's got Going Crazy, Wanna Come, and it's got this donkey on there. I've actually seen I've got the t-shirt actually to this like sticker in my basket for Temu, but I've left it. I have got quite a few orders coming from Temu, and I've got one already to share, because I tend to keep things in my basket like I've done with Prime. I've said this to you before, and I wait till I get offers through. I've had a number of things that's like 99% off and half price and everything, and a couple where I've had sort of the deal, and then it's had minimum £10. It used to be £10 when I first started, and then it went up to £15, which isn't too bad. But I like to split my orders because I can get the individual offers, if that makes sense. I've had it where I've had done one order, then split it and had another one the next day or 2 days later, and they both come at the same time. So it's depending, you know, how long they're at the airport as well. So they've come at the same time, but I still managed to get all the deals. And I've got another two gone through. I think one I got for like a penny or something, like 99% off, and or a penny and things like that. And I got away with actually a couple of them having two sort of discounts on one, plus only £10. So instead of £15, it's been £10, so I can get the deal. Even though I know it's a little bit of a bun because they're coming in dribs and drabs, but I do tend to keep an eye out for them, and I've been pretty lucky that I either been here. I've had one where I've had a card from a door because I've told my usual delivery driver that if it's fine, just leave it at my back door. I leave my gate unlocked. Or I know one time I was volunteering at the community, I was about to say community centre, at the charity shop, and it was pouring down with rain, and by the time I come back it was delivered and it was in my recyclable bin. So luckily the card, I saw it straight away. Because obviously I actually volunteer on a Monday and my rubbish is on a Tuesday, so luckily I checked. I could just have visions of me actually putting out and have my order in there. So luckily I do check. And of course also you're probably aware of this, like a lot of companies now, I do have a message to say it's been delivered. That's why I knew it was delivered while I was still at the charity shop. And there was a photograph also of it just inside my recyclable bin. It's all right if, as long as it's clean, as long as they don't try and put it in my, I don't think they would put it in my grass bin or my rubbish bin, because I would be very annoyed about that. But the recyclable bin, because I wash everything out anyway when it goes in the bin, I wasn't so bothered about that, because there's always the time when I've got a hospital appointment or doctor's appointment, or it's an appointment that's been done at the last minute, and then my orders come. Because sometimes I've noticed, sometimes they can actually be at the local hub waiting to be out for delivery and can sit there for, you know, a couple of days or something. But I know for a fact I've only had one order that's been delayed, and less than 24 hours later I got £4 back. So, and it was only like a day later than what it said, but I still got my £4 back anyway. So I've been pretty lucky, and I've had, she says, touch wood, I've not had any problems with the deliveries. So I've got that. Right, when I did all the driving today, actually, it was very good. I went and took some more stuff to my son's bungalow, put stuff away and organised in his bungalow. Then went to Lidl and did a bit of shopping. Then went to the charity shop before we came home, and I cooked a roast dinner. And I've just actually come back from taking him home. He said, it's nice, Mum, not to have to drive, because he drives all the time. But yeah, I'm getting a bit more confidence, although I'm still not putting it in and out the garage. I've only put it in and out the garage when my son's been here. But if I leave it out on the shared car park, then I'm more likely to use it, especially with the better weather. So these two items, he was with me when I bought them. I got, I don't know how much they are brand new, probably quite a bit. This one was reduced. I think when they've had a lot of stock, like I said, and depending on what week it's on the ticket, they then start reducing it. I got this half price, £2, and it's this one. I bought this for me and my granddaughter, Junior Monopoly. I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever bought it her. I lose track actually, but I bought this for my home for when she comes. Monopoly, if you haven't seen it. I actually bought my son Monopoly, it's still here actually, for Christmas. So we're hoping to have a games either afternoon or an evening at some point, depending on the age group as well. So I thought that was really good. I've actually got it sprawled all over the floor. I opened it up, especially when it's to do with my granddaughter. Before I give it to her or we play it and make sure it is complete, and like I said, £2 for this. To tell you the truth, it has been used, but the packaging, you can tell it's not really scuffed at all. So it doesn't look as though it's hardly been played. So I've been through it. So you've got your 4 little sort of characters. There's 2 there, and then there's another 2 there. As I say, it is complete. And these cards, I'll have to read up how you play it. And the dice, all the chance cards are here. Like I said, all the money, and there's some discs here as well. So that was complete for £2. So I'm really happy with that, and of course the instructions. The other one, because with Bernardo's where I live now, I also, yes, my son says, oh, Matt probably going to bring in. I do actually volunteer at Bernardo's. They've got 2. The main drop-off one is all adults now, and a couple of doors down they did have a fire, I think about September, October last year, reopened, I think this year actually, beginning of this year I think it might have been. It's all children's and babies and things like that, but they do have adult games in there as well. So yeah, I've opened it. So this is the lid. I love Harry Potter. A lot of my family are mad on Harry Potter, and for £3 I thought this would be a really, I've actually seen this, I can't remember how much it was, I actually seen this or something very similar to it, and I was thinking about purchasing it, but I really want to get back into a weekend having a gaming session, depending on obviously my granddaughter's present, what time we're going to have it, because obviously it depends on the age related of the game. So we've got this one. So this is the Harry Potter Seeing It, the DVD game, and I've gone through it, and to tell you the truth, this one doesn't look as though it's hardly been used. So I've got that. I've been through it all as well before I put it away, because I've come back and I do keep my receipts, because with a lot of charity shops, I think it's the same. I know Bernardo's, if you're not happy, you can actually return it within a period of time as long as you've got your receipt. So it's come with the board. I've never actually played this, so I'll have to see. It's got all the cards in this box here, instructions, the 2 different dice, this one and this one. And I've got to show you these. I think these are really lovely. And then it's got, these are actually metal. So we've got the 4 little sort of statue things. And this one. And the hat. To tell you the truth, as long as it was, these were in it and complete, I would have loved these just as they are, but I'm going to keep them with the game. So that is everything here. Just make sure I put all these back, because I'm going to have to put that Monopoly so I don't lose the bits. So I was really pleased on this one as well. So like I said, it's all sort of complete and everything. And this one actually doesn't look as though it's hardly been played. You can usually tell when something is played a lot. So, and I thought for that price, again, although we haven't played the Monopoly game from Christmas, we've just been so busy. Then my son was buying his bungalow and everything. Then we've been decorating, and not just that, decorating here and his home. So yeah, I've been busy. It'd be nice soon to have a break. I've nearly done my decluttering thing, although I have not been counting it as day 31 or day 32, whatever was on last time. I've got another one that will be uploaded. I don't know if it'll be up before this one or after this one, but I'm still decluttering. And yeah, literally I bought things in, but I've got a lot of jigsaws. I said to my son about his car jigsaws, and he says, Mum, he's done them all, and he says, to tell you the truth, I'm not bothered. If you want to donate them back to the charity shop, then please do. So even though I've got 2 games coming in, I will put a time limit. Although games are a bit hard, because that one, me and my son said we were going to try and play it today, but I took him home and I said, do you mind if I go back? Because I've got a couple of things to do, plus get this video done before I sit down properly. And for £3, so I spent £5 on 2 games. It'd be interesting to know how much they would have been full price. So, and they're complete and in really good condition. I nearly bought some jigsaws for my granddaughter, but I thought, well, when she comes, we can have a walk up there, maybe get a jigsaw or something or another game when she's with me, out of her pocket money or something. But yeah, that was the last item, by the way. But I am very on the ball about how long I keep something now. I mean, yeah, Monopoly is not actually mine, not the new one, the Star Wars one. No, sorry, Panther. It's, yeah, Black Panther 2 series, Monopoly. I bought both my sons one for Christmas because I got them from Tesco's, reduced down to £8.49 because some of those Monopolies can be expensive. But other than that, because jigsaws and games are a little bit difficult, but if I've got things that I've held on for a while, maybe they're not actually mine, although my son's probably said, oh, just leave it there. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting to the stage now, I'm not taking that at face value. They either take, if I don't want to store it, they either take it or it goes. It's as simple as that, and I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm trying to simplify my life, my home, so everything's a lot easier. And I'm, even the rooms that I've been cleaning up there, it's snap and it's done. It's so quick. So like I said, I want to get down to doing my housework maybe half day a week, and except for wiping over sinks and toilets and everything like that, but do a majority of my housework in one half day a week. When that's how I used to have it, because when I worked for a building society, very often I used to save up flexi time, and every other Friday I used to finish at midday. So I used to clean the whole of my house. Herbie used to come home and we used to have fish and chips for tea from the chip shop. So yeah, because at that stage we was actually working like 6 days a week basically, because we were purchasing things for our home. But I'm rabbiting and getting off topic there, but I just wanted to share these. Really pleased with them. Now I'm going to go and put everything where it should go. I might have to pull out a couple of jigsaws that will be going, because I've got 2 games now to put on the shelf. Although the Monopoly one, the Junior Monopoly, will go in my granddaughter's segment of Under the Stairs, as the Harry Potter one will go with the rest of the games. But when I've got a bit more time, although I've not long done it, I will go through it. Now my youngest son has said, Mum, you know, I don't necessarily want to keep all the jigsaws. I might just get rid of most of them and just keep one. Although a lot of the jigsaws that I've got, he likes doing it anyway, just so that I can get that much bit more room and put things on those shelving that I am going to use. As the Americans keep saying, it's down to real estate. They're very big about that, aren't they? About real estate, and especially these decluttering programs and organising things. You know, the value of your real estate in your home. Only store what you're going to use. Again, using the warm, cold, hot method I've always used anyway. But I've gone off topic here, and that might be another video altogether, giving you a slight update as well. I've got quite a few videos coming up. I'm not quite finished my craft room yet. I've still got stuff all over the floor. I've spent probably off and on a week now sorting paperwork out, whether it's myself or for my son. Another 2 lots of files have gone out to his bungalow, and I must admit I will have to start going through my folders, as I didn't go through them in January this year. I did open a couple of folders and I had to go and put them back in the cabinet. I thought, I can't deal with it. I've still got all my husband's certificates, which I probably will keep, and things like his work folders. He's got quite a few to do with work and the training courses he went on and things like that. A lot of paperwork. I would say, without it dealing with myself and my home, I would say probably there's still 50% of it was actually hubby's. So that'll have to be at a later date when I'm more in control of my emotions. I'm having a rough time again. I think it's lack of sleep and one thing and another, but again, I'm waffling on, and I do apologise because most of you probably just come off this charity shop haul, although my regular subscribers know what I like and probably go off on a totally separate subject, especially if I haven't been in front of the camera for a while. But I'm really, really pleased. I'm going to take my little shelf up and put that in my craft room. I'm waiting for a couple of elements to come. I'm hoping they might be here within the next few weeks. I noticed I think one of the items that's coming from Temu is coming by land because of the size of it, the weight, or combination. So that's going to take a bit longer. So I might give you a little sneak preview of it, but I might do a full craft room sort of tour as soon as I've got everything in place. So I'm going to put all this up. The only thing I can't do anything about is that little shelf unit. My friend's husband said he'll put that up for me, but I want to make sure that I've decided where I want it to do. I might put it on the opposite wall in my lounge from the fireplace. I think it looked nice there with just a few little bits. Not that I want to try and clutter my home up too much, but I might leave it for a time just in case my son changes his mind. He's probably got more stuff in his bungalow than I have in my home at the moment, even though I've got a 3-bedroom home, but there you go. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. As I said, being very careful what I bring in. Some of these items will definitely be going out, but I do keep an eye out for things that I'm going off again. I know what I mean. Things like this that I'm not likely to use that much, or not quite sure if I'm going to use it. But I know of 3 or 4 people that would jump at the chance to have this off of me if I didn't want it. Do you know what I mean? Because some of this bakeware stuff can run expensive, especially if you buy things on a whim. I don't mind paying 50p on a whim from a charity shop, which probably you could say my little statue was a bit of a whim, but I love that. I might put it in, actually, it's more of a girly space now. It's my son's old bedroom. It's got all the stitch bedding on there and everything. That's sort of a girly sort of space now. As my bedroom, I've kept it more streamlined. I'm waffling on again, aren't I? But I do apologise. Hopefully you might have switched off way before I started waffling. But yeah, I might put it in the title bit of waffle as well. But yeah, so my bedroom, I've kept it still fairly streamlined and everything, and just a few ornaments, as most things, because obviously I'm more likely to actually clean my main bedroom more than the other 2 bedrooms, well, craft room now, and my son stroke granddaughter's bedroom. But yeah, I'm really pleased, as I said. So I'm going to stop it here before I go on to another subject. I'm sorry if I've waffled this last few minutes, but I'm trying to remember, you know, to bring in different things that I've probably forgotten to include in other videos, if that makes sense. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.